Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. So for today's video, I did film a little review and first impression on a foundation, and as you guys saw by the title, it is on the L.A Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. I did pick up these two. I picked up like my shade that I thought I was and this white one just in case this one didn't match me, and I did end up using both of these in the video, but you guys will see that once we get into the reviewing part. So I know that this foundation isn't new, it's been out for quite some time now, but I was just never able to find this foundation anywhere, and then when I would go online, the colors, I just was never sure what shade I was, so I was just like, I'd rather not risk it and get like a shade too dark or shade too light. So I was finally able to find this foundation, and I was like, okay, I have to get it. I know it does retail for $10, but I got mine for $8. That's how much it was at the store that I got it at. So I did save $2. I mean, $2 is something, right? I really hope you guys enjoy this review and first impressions on this foundation. Before you guys leave, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you guys would like to see what I think of this foundation, then of course just keep on watching. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I'm going to be starting off with a bare face, so we can just go ahead and start reviewing this foundation for you guys. So as you guys saw by the title, it is on the new L.A Girl. Well, it's not new anymore, but it's new to me. It's the L.A Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. Like this came out like a while back already, but I was never able to find it at any of my stores. But then yesterday I went to like this clothing store, and it was there, so I was like, okay. They had like this whole line of L.A Girl stuff, and I saw the foundations and they had concealers as well, so I picked it up, and it does retail for $10, but I got mine for $8 because I don't know, that's what it just said on there. It was $8. So like I did say, this is new to me, but this has been out for quite some time now. I just was never able to find it anywhere until yesterday. I finally was able to get it. So I did get the shade Natural. Now I don't know if this is gonna be like my actual shade, so I did went ahead and I grabbed the white foundation. It's like to mix in with like your foundations to make them lighter if they're too dark for you. So I did get that because I don't know, it does look a bit darker than mine, but then the one that was below this one was a little too light, so I'd rather go in with this and then just mix in the white foundation if I need to. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the review. Well, so first of all, I'm going to be priming my face. So as you guys know, I like to go in with my Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I am like very low, so I did already went ahead and picked up a new one because I cannot live without this. So refreshing. Again, if you guys have not tried this yet, go out and buy it. It's amazing. And then over top of that, I'm gonna wear this Hard Candy Hydra Prime Primer Lotion. It's a 12-hour moisture, so I really love this mixed or on top of the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. And I definitely just like to focus it where I get my dry patches, which is usually like around the nose area. And if you guys notice that my face gets really red when I touch it, it's because it's like very sensitive for some odd reason. It just tends to get super red. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Real Techniques beauty sponge on one side, and then on the other side I'm going to be taking my brush, which is the Morphe E6 brush, and I like to use it for foundation because it's just like a nice flat top brush, and it's pretty dense as well. So this side is going to be a beauty blender, and then this side over here is going to be with a brush. So let me go ahead and swatch the foundation, see if it's going to be too dark or not. So it looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It doesn't look too dark, but let me put it on my neck and see what we get. So it looks a bit orange. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and do like a little drop of the white foundation on there. Just like a very small amount. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on camera, but I did add a little drop, and then I'm just going to mix that together. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start dotting this on my face. and then just going in there with a beauty blender. Alright guys, so I will say that with the foundation with the beauty blender, it is medium coverage and it is very illuminating, just like it says on the packaging. On the back it says medium to full coverage, smooth, long wearing, flawless looking finish. So I will say that it is pretty illuminating. You can definitely build this up. So we're going to go ahead and just leave that one layer, and we're going to see how one layer applies with the brush as well. Alright guys, so now that I have applied it with the brush, I feel that with a beauty blender I did get like a more illuminating finish, but then over here you get like a more semi matte finish, but it's not so matte. You guys can still kind of see some glow to it, but not as much as you did with the beauty blender. And the coverage with the brush feels, you get like a little bit more coverage but not as much. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another layer with the brush on both sides. Alright guys, so here is the foundation with 2 layers on. I'm really liking the coverage. You guys can definitely leave it how I did before with like just 1 layer. It's great coverage with just 1 layer, but you know, if you really want that full coverage, definitely go in with 2 layers and you get the coverage that you want. So as you guys can see, it is very illuminating, so that's pretty nice, you know, for like summer days. If you want like that natural glow, you will definitely get it with this foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer, setting powder, and all of that, and then I'll be back so you guys can see how it looks with everything up on top. Alright you guys, so I am back now, and as you guys can see, I did apply like face stuff. So my overall review for this foundation, I really actually like it. I really like the coverage of it. I really like how it looks once everything is like, you know, on the face. It just sits really nicely on the skin. It's not separating or anything like that. It's just very nice. And once I set it with powder, as you guys can see, the illumination did go away. So I mean, I don't mind that at all. I really like a matte foundation, especially since like summer days are coming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on for the rest of the day. Right now it is 2:18. I am filming pretty late today. Usually I film earlier. I'm usually done filming by like 12 in the afternoon. So I did film a little bit later today, but I'm going to try to keep it on for at least 5 to 6 hours, and then I'll come back and check in with you guys so you can see how it held up throughout the day. I do have to go do some grocery shopping later today, so we're gonna go do that, and then once I'm done I will be back so you guys can see how the foundation looks throughout, you know, 5 to 6 hours of wear. So before I, you know, leave, I do want to say that I really do like the foundation. So if you guys are able to find these anywhere, like if you guys are in my area in Salem, Oregon, you guys can find this at Top to Bottom. That's where I found this. So if you guys are familiar with that store, it's a clothing store, so you guys are able to find it there. It's at the where you pay, like at the register, so make sure you guys check that out if you guys have not found this foundation already, because so far I'm really loving it. I'm like really impressed with the coverage. Okay you guys, I will be back later on to check in with you guys just to see how the foundation held up. Alright you guys, so it has been about 7 hours since I applied this foundation. So I do want to like check in with you guys and let you guys know how it held up throughout the day. So the areas where it kind of just like disappeared or like it came off was around the chin area, like on the nose, and like around this area. But I mean, that's pretty normal for me because, you know, I did already eat, and you know, I like had to wipe like my mouth area, and so that tends to happen to me like with mostly any foundation. So I really don't mind that. It's just common for that to happen to me. And then around the nose area, again, that happens to me like with pretty much every foundation. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I get like oily around that area and I get like dry patches as well. So yeah, but pretty much everywhere else it held up pretty nicely. As you guys can see, I do get oily here and like around the forehead area. So that's pretty normal for me. Other than that, the foundation held up pretty good. It's still on there. It like lost some of its coverage, but like I said, it went through like pretty much the whole day, and it was pretty sunny and hot. So for me, like I said, it's pretty normal. So my final thoughts on the foundation, I really like it. It's really nice on the skin. This foundation definitely gets a thumbs up from me. If you guys have not tried it, I definitely recommend it for you guys. So if you guys are wanting to try it, you guys definitely should. I don't have anything else to say. If there's any other questions you guys would need to know, or like I didn't answer in this video, leave them down in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. But if you guys liked this little review and this little wear test that I did for you guys, please give this a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and of course I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. So yeah, what was I gonna say? What am